Welcome. Settle into a quiet place if you can, sitting or standing, whatever is most comfortable for you right now. This is Sal Sotia. Let us understand together the way the year itself can be a teacher, guiding our practice step by step. Today, I invite you to explore a 4-part seasonal framework: begin, tend, release, rest. We will learn simple practices you can use whether you live in a Cambodian village, a small apartment in the city, or are traveling far from home.
Why pay attention to the seasons? Because nature teaches us the truth of impermanence and interdependence, two of the Buddha's clear lessons. When we notice cycles, we notice change without panic. We learn steady effort without forcing things. In the Buddha's teaching, rhythm and care help steady the mind. This is helpful for anyone feeling scattered, exhausted, or like life moves too fast. You do not need extra things. You need a way to practice that follows the world around you.
Let me give you the seasonal map we will use today. First, begin, an intention ritual to open a cycle. Second, tend, practices that nurture growth, attention, and right livelihood. Third, release, rituals to close with dignity and let go. Fourth, rest, practices for dormancy, low energy, and deep receiving. Picture rice sprouting in a Cambodian field or a small windowsill pot in a city kitchen. Both show the same teaching: growth, decline, rest, and return.
Begin and tend together teach how to begin with intention and then care for what arises. Imagine a village family preparing a small offering at the start of the planting season, naming a wish for the crop and for safety. Simple words, steady hands. In the city, this might be a morning cup of tea set with a short intention. May my work be useful. May I act with kindness. This practice trains attention. Practice suggestion: choose one action each month that supports right livelihood. Help a neighbor. Choose gentler work tasks when possible, or spend 10 minutes learning one skill that makes your work more mindful.
Here is a very small tending practice you can try this week. When you begin a task, pause and breathe once. Name the purpose simply: I do this to care. Notice how your body shifts. Sometimes the pause brings clarity. Over weeks, these small pauses change how work feels. If you are responsible for caregiving or busy with many tasks, scale this down. Pause once at midday. This is how we practice steady effort: small, gentle, repeatable.
Now I will guide a short seasonal centering practice you can use anytime you feel a shift in the air or in your life. If at any time you need to stop, open your eyes, or change position, please do so. This practice is adaptable. Sit or stand, or even do a few slow steps if you prefer. Return to the breath whenever you need to. Breathe naturally. Notice the rhythm.
Breathe in. Know you are breathing in. Breathe out. Know you are breathing out. Allow your shoulders to soften. Notice any sensation of the season: cool air on the skin, sunlight through the window, the weight of your clothes. Simply notice without judgment. If you have a small object nearby, a stone, a cloth, or a cup, hold it now as an anchor. Let this object represent the season you are entering.
Ask yourself quietly, what would I like to begin now? What does this moment need to be nurtured? Breathe in. Imagine taking in the quality you need: patience, courage, gentleness. Breathe out. Imagine releasing what no longer serves you: busyness that scatters, expectations that burn you out. If strong feelings arise, grief about a lost season, let them be there like weather. Breathe with them. If it becomes too much, open your eyes and return later. This is a safe practice.
Bring your attention now to a small intention. One line, one phrase. It could be, I will tend kindly today, or I will let this go. Keep it brief. Sit with that intention for a few breaths. Commit to one small action that reflects it in the coming days. When you are ready, gently return attention to the room. Move your fingers, your feet. When you open your eyes, carry this seasonal centering quietly with you.
Now, release and rest, the closing gateways. In Cambodia, harvest is a time to give thanks and release what was needed. Then fields lie fallow for a while. Urban practice can use symbolic actions. Fold a cloth to mark completion. Offer a small food or water bowl outside your door. Or simply write and burn, safely, a note of what you are letting go. For those with limited resources, imagine placing a thought into a bowl of water and watching it settle. An imagined practice is powerful and enough. Rest is not laziness. It is necessary care. In dormancy, we receive. Rest the mind, nourish the body, reduce obligations. Try scheduling a weekly rest hour this season. No decisions, no screens, just simple breathing or quiet listening to a favorite chant or sound. If your energy is low, permit yourself shorter rests more often. Practice compassion towards yourself. Compassion is the answer when life asks for a pause.
Adaptations and care. If you live far from Cambodian seasons or in a different climate, translate these practices to your local rhythm or to inner seasons. If you are in transit or in a small apartment, choose symbolic objects, a leaf, a cup, a folded cloth. For food-based rituals, always consider safety and local resources. Use non-food alternatives and mindful gestures when needed. I encourage you to consult elders or your local sangha for traditional forms. Give credit and practice with respect.
3 invitations for this month. Tiny experiments to try with curiosity. First, a begin experiment. On the first morning of the week, speak a short intention and take one small action toward it. Second, a tend experiment. Choose one task and practice a single mindful pause before beginning for the next 7 days. Third, a release experiment. At the end of a work week, symbolically set down one worry. Fold a paper, place it in a jar, or speak it aloud and let it go. Keep a simple note of how each practice affects your mind, not to judge, but to notice.
To summarize, begin with intention, tend with steady care, release with dignity, and rest with compassion. Each gateway trains attention and brings the Dharma into daily life without grand rituals, small, sustainable, and kind. If you remember one thing, let it be this. Practice that follows the seasons helps us meet change with wisdom, not fear.
If this teaching felt useful, try one of the invitations this week. Share this episode with someone who might appreciate a gentle way to organize the year. Subscribe to Sal Sothia so we can practice together, step by step. Thank you for listening and for taking time to care for your mind. May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering.